Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Kavzar's Settlement Showcase. Today we're going to be showcasing a rather tiny settlement, taking a break from the huge settlements that we've done recently. And actually, this settlement's surprisingly bigger than I initially thought it was. And we are currently in Jamaica Plains. And as you can see, here's the former town hall. The statue has been shot at and corroded to hell over the centuries. And over here, you have the workbench. Yeah, man. Jamaicans have other interests, which is why the limbo team got detained at the airport. But anyways, so yeah, this is my Jamaica Plains settlement. I want to reiterate, I do have mods active doing these settlement showcase videos. I have expanded borders, unlimited building, and build anywhere of the, those are the holy three of settlement building as far as I'm concerned. And definitely helpful in the creation of this settlement. Now, it's kind of a cozy settlement. I'll go in there. See, the reason why I had it instead of like a switch like I usually do, you know, usually I'll have like a red, or excuse me, a blue little switch here that's connected to the door and you can open it up. I want it to kind of blend in somewhat with the rest of the town, even though there are, I'll get to the main building to the left in a minute, you know, there's turrets all over it. But it's kind of hidden away is what I'm getting at. It's kind of a hidden small little, not really a settlement, but more of kind of like a tiny little outpost, basically. And so, yeah, I don't have any buttons on any of the doors. I have somewhat hidden. You know, you figure most people in the wasteland wouldn't know how those shoot 'em electrical switches would work, so it's kind of a handy little trick, you know. Nobody really is from around here, so that's your little secret way of opening and closing the doors. See, so it closes. And it looks like I was still in the middle of... Nope, actually no. I actually finished, I guess. Yeah. So, yep, here is the interior part, little cozy little cabin area, I guess. There's the bed. There's your foot locker for stuff. I guess I got... Ooh, I didn't know I even had this in here. Nice. And turns out I have unlimited carry weight on, which is kind of dangerous to leave that on. I usually don't have it on, although I'm sure the reason why is because of the 50 cal machine gun. There we go. And sure enough... Oh, wow. Wait, what's my weight limit? Oh, cool. So that means I can pick some stuff up. Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. I could actually use a couple of fusion cores. Alright, so anyways, yeah, so this is the main living area. Little bed, little workbench thing for your power armor if you're ever wandering the wasteland and you need some place to repair it. You know, it's kind of like a safe haven in a storm, because if you look at where Jamaica Plains is located, it's fairly close to the southern part of the Commonwealth. This whole area in the southern part of the Commonwealth is just riddled with mirelurks and death claws and super mutants, and the raider base for the gunners is right there. Yeah, so fairly dangerous area down south here. Super mutants and more gunners in this general area. So kind of a nice place to recuperate when you're coming from, you know, a battle zone. But anyways, you go up these stairs, and before we go in there, we're gonna go over here. So this is kind of the main defensive area. You know, you got some minigun turrets here. You have the southern approach guarded by several Gauss turrets and a Fat Man launcher. So long range, anything can't really come at you. From the south, particularly, nothing from Quincy, which should be... Where is it? Where's Quincy? There it is, yeah, Quincy Ruins. So coming up that main road, that main highway, nothing really should be able to bug you too much. Over there you got a, you know, rocket launcher turret, helps you out that way too. So, yep, and you got, let's see, what else we have? So yeah, you keep going on this walkway. So yeah, more southern defenses, rocket launchers. You have the northern approach guarded by this rocket launcher. And Yeah, that's a little small town area. That this whole cluster at this crossroads is just infested with super mutants. So, but they tend to stick to themselves, and plus, not only that, I have the natural defense of that pond, so kind of a barrier as well. Although that main road approach is also guarded by those two turret emplacements, so I'm pretty much set on that side of things for defense. And let's see, let's go back down the stairs. And in here's the house that I've kind of cannibalized and built into it. So, yep, there's a weapons workbench if you ever need to come in here and work on some of your weapons, maybe damaged or, you know, in need of repair. And down here, I have no idea what that was. Huh. Who's out there? But anyways, yep, this is the fusion core generator that powers the settlement. So I only ever need one. Like I said, it's a small settlement. You don't need too much power. And there you go. That is the power room. And as you'll notice, I put concrete walls and stuff, everything around it. You know, it's nuclear powered. So for those of you who are the realists who play this game. So that's the power room. And anyways, let's see. Back outside. Here's a decontamination arch for when you are sick with rads. Yeah, man. That is not the kind of green I like, man. Anyways. So, yeah, let's see. A little staircase here. And this goes to a little defensive walkway right above the door in the settlement. So you have some miniguns facing south. So in case anything manages to make it past the long-range defenses, the short-range defenses here at the door that lead into the fortress that I built, should be able to guard it fairly well from super mutants, raiders, you know, what have you. So, yep, little walkway there. But the main thing, again, secret entrance. So here we have the main fortress. I didn't give it a name, typically like I usually do with my fortresses, but, you know, again, it's kind of supposed to be nondescript. That's the whole point of this settlement. You know, with the exception, obviously, of the neon sign there. I did it as a joke, by the way. As you'll notice, most of my settlements, excuse me, have joke names for the neon lights. But, yep, here we have some water pumps. Generates water for the settlement. And I was kind of having, it's half and half. It's half and half a nondescript settlement that's really supposed to be only ever tended to by one person, or it's like a backup settlement in case one of the other ones gets attacked and destroyed. So, for example, like if the castle was ever raided and blown up again, you know, or, you know, it's a place to flee to from another settlement. Like if the Atom Cat's garage, you know, got attacked, they could, you know, move to Jamaica Plains because they're cool, and I could easily take them in because they're awesome and they help me out and stuff. You know, Warwick, since Warwick's super isolated on that peninsula, and, you know, anywhere else that could be attacked in the southern part of the Commonwealth, which is, you know, fairly commonplace. And especially since Jamaica Plains has the reputation of being infested with ghouls, even though I've cleared it of ghouls, that reputation could precede it and keep all the raiders and everybody else away that, you know, would be worried about having to slog through an army of ghouls by coming through here. So, again, it's like a hidden valley. So now we'll go inside the fortress. Kind of nondescript, kind of plain compared to my other settlement, as you'll see. I put a lot of time into Spectacle Island, which should be the next recording, if I'm lucky. I've already tried to record it once. The video came in at 57 minutes, and it was horribly desynced when it came to the audio, so that was fun. I'm going to have to re-record that. But anyways, so yeah, little bedrooms there, a little bedroom here. Here's a little relaxation area. You can hang out and chat it up and get a nice breeze coming in through here. And here's another little communal living area here. So you come through here. And by the way, you'll notice this door, which faces east, is controlled by this. Kind of like a guard post. So, you know, you have somebody stationed up here, and they're kind of keeping an eye on this little road area, and there's a graveyard across the way and a wall, so, you know, that's kind of a safe approach, but you just keep an eye on the road that runs north and south, and the freeway that's over there, and so forth. You can kind of keep an eye through here, so through some of these murder holes, you can see if anybody's coming through through the road. Yep, a couple of communal beds, kind of wide open, spacious area in here. So again, it's supposed to be deliberately empty because people aren't living here yet. So in case they ever do, they bring their belongings, their possessions, if they flee from a settlement that's fallen to like a super mutant raid or something. More empty stuff. Plus, I tried to keep it fairly low. Ooh, here's another observation post to kind of aid the one that controls the gate. So that one has a very nice view of the northern road, and you can see downtown Boston in that direction. And what I built this fortress on is the parking lot that's supposed to be right next to the main part of the settlement, which is where the workbench is. So I took advantage. I deleted pretty much everything in the parking lot, all the cars, everything. These concrete boxes for planter boxes and stuff like that. And that's where I was able to build this fortress. So it's kind of nice to have that wide open space, which is I believe it's a part of the normal build area of the settlement. Although I think the build height isn't supposed to be as tall as it is. I don't really know, because the extended borders for building that mod that I use, extended borders, it actually also includes vertical instead of going beyond the green walls when you're building. It also is vertical height as well. So just something to keep in mind when whenever you use that mod. And keep climbing the tower. Some more murder holes. You can kind of see some of the approaches. What the hell is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Anyways, so yeah, more murder holes. Again, another murder hole. You can kind of see through here the northern approach. A little bit of a frame rate issue, which I believe we're starting to go into the territory where you're not supposed to be. And yep, another little nice view of the south marshes. Yep, there's a bunch of flooded houses and so forth. And another kind of a little murder holy area. If you have somebody watching the door down there, you can kind of give them some cover fire, a little bit of overwatch. And what else we got? Another little bed area, another little murder hole area. Kind of a blown up building down there. So yep, and here is the roof access. And as you all know from my previous videos, I typically like to have control panels for my turrets. So boom, bunch of turrets in that half of the building go down. Here's the primary power node, so if anything happens to that, basically the whole defensive system collapses. Hint, hint. Don't do anything super mutant. But anyways, so yeah, here's the other control switch, and this other half, the southern part of the defenses go down. There we go. And that's pretty much it for Jamaica Plains. Pretty quick video, and pretty nice view, I have to say. It looks pretty awesome today. Yeah. Out here in the Commonwealth. Pretty quiet. Pretty serene. No ghouls, no super mutants. Got a nice church there. That's another thing, too. Basically, in addition to it being an isolated place, if this ever is turned into a real thriving settlement, it would actually be a perfect place to set up. There's that tower, again, for height. You can put a sniper in the tower. You can fortify the whole town, start getting junk fences up around the whole town. It's fairly defensible, so, kind of in the proto phases of setting up a new city here, it'd be a nice place to settle, especially now that all the ghouls are gone, and it has natural defenses like that that hillside there, and that swamp, and you got the bridge over there, and so forth. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some ideas on what you want to do for maybe your settlement here in Jamaica Plains. And I will see you guys next time, and I'll leave you with a beautiful view of downtown Boston.